welcome to another game.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching It's Your Move. I'm Dan. This is Tani.
Hi.
And we're about to play game 3 of our chess match. So, you know, it's been about a week or so since we last played. And,
Yeah.
you know, we had the holidays and everything.
Holidays are all chaos.
always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today, well, we played a little bit over the holidays with
Yeah.
your brother.
Yeah.
And you found playing black. You played black one time over the holidays, and you found playing black kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Considering I got him into a stalemate.
Yeah. You stalemated him one game, and then you beat him another game.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But so, like I said, she's not a bad player.
Yeah. Then again, the bar isn't really that high with him. Anyways.
Well,
Then,
you know, as you guys saw in the last game, she is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
She really had me on the ropes a couple of times in the last game, and but I thought we would change it up today. So
Yeah.
when I see a point that there's several options that provide different advantages, I thought I'd have Tawny try to walk through and see what she is seeing for each of those.
Yeah. I'm not too excited because usually my brain just finds one option that I think it might work and just boom, does it because that's what I think might as well happen. Because thought of a moment, not really thinking about what might happen next.
And like I said, with my experience advantage over, you know, I thought this would be a good opportunity for you to try and learn, and so that you see all the best options. You know, we haven't really looked at any more openings or mid-game strategies or anything like that, but that's coming. This is not going to be our final chess game. It'll just be the final chess game in this particular match.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts before we get started?
No, not really.
All right. In that case, before we get started, let me remind you to smash the like button, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications for the next time we post a video. Videos typically come every Sunday and every Wednesday, so hopefully you'll see another one real soon. All right, let's get to it. You're playing white, I'm playing black. Let's get it set. Here we go. Everybody watching this, as we get set up here, we would welcome any feedback you have, either on our play style, advice for what moves we could make, everything else, you know. And also, why don't you go ahead and let us know if during peak setups like this, you know, if you want us to do like a time lapse, kind of speed this portion of the setup up.
Yeah, don't forget the little annotations, but
one other thing here, guys, that if this game runs long, like it probably will, chess is a longer game after all, we may break this game up into 2 parts, just like we did with game 2. So we'll have to see how it goes. All right, Tony, go ahead and open up.
okay.
Okay, so you're going d4.
D4.
I will mirror with d5.
D5.
Nc3.
Okay. Okay.
F3.
N3.
Oh, no, that's F6, not F3.
Oh. Yeah, let's see.
Now you got an F3. Bf5.
Mirroring slightly. So that was Bf5, this is Bf4.
Now the B file is all filled up.
It's just packed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see. E6.
E3.
E3. B4. B to B4.
Check.
Yeah. So
B to B5.
5.
Put it in check.
And so I will go C6 to block.
Gonna pick up. So A4, B to A4.
Okay. And a D7 and
Interesting situation you got there with your knights.
mm-hmm.
Not sure I like castling.
Okay, that's king side castle. That's a really good move too, because it frees this guy up. He can now move, because before with your king here he couldn't move because of my bishop.
Yeah.
E5.
I'm trying to remember if this is one of the things that I saw in what Queen's Gambit.
Well, usually the Queen's Gambit happens on the Queen's side, so if you had opened in the Queen's Gambit, this guy would have been sitting here, and I would either accepted or declined. But that's usually on the first or second move. Because if you bring this guy up 2 in the Queen's Gambit, you can still bring your knight out.
Yeah, I guess so. My brain thought, hey, wait a minute, doesn't this looks kind of similar? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, I'm sure this opening has a name, or this move. I don't remember what it is. So, if somebody out there are watching knows the name of this move, then please let us know, because, you know, that always helps us get better. The more you learn, the better you get. You have a good number of options here.
Currently, I'm looking at 2 of them. Because I can't seem to figure out any other ones though, really. Because I don't want to lose this guy, because that guy's directly in danger from him.
Right.
Then, because trading a pawn, your pawn for my bishop,
Not so good. You're absolutely right there.
Now I'm sitting here going, well, because backing away would be effective, but at the same time, what would that really do? I would really not do much. So I'm thinking either move this guy, take him, move this guy to take him. But I'm perfectly aware of this guy sitting here. And that guy sitting here is kind of a problem, because, you know.
Well, really, you've got a triple attack on this square.
Yeah.
You know, you got this pawn
But to
here.
me, it looks like a double attack because I ain't moving him. Unless he dies somehow, then I ain't moving him.
Okay.
Not to give you any ideas. Let's see. Because I'm looking at the chain of, I'm trying to look at the chain of events that would happen if either of these two. This guy moves, well, I mean, to prevent me from going everywhere and doing like 10 things at once, you would most definitely take one who just landed here, probably with the knight. But then what would happen with the knight? Well, how much, let's see. I just can't seem to phrase it properly, because basically, take him with the knight. This knight probably takes my knight, and then I could probably take him with this guy, or this guy if it comes up to it. So this guy, use him, he takes him, I take him, and then I can sort of.
And then you threaten here and here.
I'm trying to decide which one is the more effective move, because both of them seem pretty good right now. What about in the long run? And that's what I'm struggling to deal with.
The long game is the important part.
What would happen next?
Also, what would happen if you just backed away?
I don't think very good things, honestly. Backing away, backing the bishop away, making him go. The 2 options are here and here. What should I call it? This area. Without him here, he will lose protection over here. It would be.
But he still have protection because you got this wall right here.
Yeah,
So he backed up, and he'd still be protected by the knight if he went here. So, you know, moving away is not necessarily a good move. It's not necessarily a bad move. I just want you to see it as a potential move, because it is. Tell you the truth, I don't know what the best move here is. Were it me, I would probably take it with the pawn, because that opens up a file on your bishop, or not your bishop, but your queen.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy is a bishop.
Yeah. But you know, plus if you take with the pawn, you're not going to lose, and it threatens my knight here. And if I take it with this knight, then you can take yours and not lose a power piece.
This sounds like a good move, but knowing you, you'll probably find some way around that.
You can usually look about 2 or 3 moves ahead.
I can almost
any
see.
given move.
I can almost see the right now.
And that's experience. You just gotta learn as you play. You know.
I don't want to learn. I don't want to do anything that's related to learning, honestly. I'm already doing a lot of that.
All right. That was probably one of your better moves with that.
Okay.
So,
Question mark?
it's D
That's not D.
X
Oh wait. Yes.
E5.
D X E5. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ne4.
I'm gonna say this right now. I don't like that bishop of yours. He's right in the exact direction where I don't like him. I'm just gonna say that now, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Super move.
Yep. Let's see. We have this one, that one. Moving him away isn't exactly going to be the best move in this situation.
Well, what you could do is you could develop your major pieces. Your major pieces aren't fully developed.
I know. It's kind of hard to do because she is right here. It's kind of a difficult thing. To do when this space
Is threatened by the knight, right?
Yeah.
But if you did this, then you would put more pressure on the knight.
As a first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you could bring your major pieces into play.
Yeah.
By center.
The rooks and stuff.
Yep.
But also
there's also the risk of then I'm going to go here and put pressure on that square.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
Now, to escape that, you could move up here and then you'd be pressuring both my knights and my pawn. Wouldn't be recommended to take any of those because they're all protected.
They're all like, ooh, careful.
But those are options. So.
Yeah. So I'm looking at, as I said, moving either him, or moving the queen. Because like right now it's like with this guy. I would have moved him. This isn't actually going to be.
Okay.
It's just a demonstration, but I would move him here, and you would have two options. Because now I'm pressuring this guy.
Yeah.
Either move him anywhere out of danger, or take this guy. Then he's already protected, so it would either if you took him,
exchange, right?
Exchanging, and then by then you'd probably be like, oh shoot, and
yeah, then I'd still have to move him, right?
Yeah, because he's there and he's not. It's not a good thing.
Right.
I say about being careful as I drop like 4.
It's okay.
Let's see. Then we have moving her to just like because moving her up here would put pressure on him and protect him a bit more. At the same time, he doesn't need that because of this annoying that one, and it also helped me develop the pieces. But I really don't know which one is the better move to do.
Well, if you move your knight over here, you do put pressure on my bishop. You also open up this diagonal with for the queen, so you could potentially bring her out in a different direction. More vision, basically. Yeah, it's a choice here, really.
Yeah.
They're not. Neither one of those are bad moves.
I just really hate that bishop. Need to get that bishop out of the way. Put pressure on him. And also, I think this guy's just gonna be standing there for a couple minutes because he's already still got protection. So he's going over here.
Okay.
N2 H4. And H4.
I thought that was very well thought out. Okay.
There's no place to run, but at the same time, no protection.
Any protection at this point.
More, any, what does it matter?
Yeah. It also closes off this square to your queen.
My brain's like, okay.
Because if you brought your queen over here.
My brain's just like, okay, just stab the pawn and get over with it. But then there's also like 3 other things that are ready to just eliminate me. Right there, right then. Beep, beep, beep. Let's see.
Also, one thing you gotta watch out for. I didn't see that before I made my move, otherwise I probably would have done it.
Thank the Lord.
But just like I protected my bishop with a pawn, you could do the same thing for your knight.
Which would also bring out an escape route for this guy, and also more protection that previously doesn't really have anything with this guy. That sounds like a good move, honestly. Escape route protection. That sounds like a good deal.
G6 and G3. All right. I'm going to go ahead and castle.
Just gonna move him over here.
Okay.
R to
E1. Nc to F6.
How many layers are you putting on this thing? Sheesh, calm down.
Well, I have to indicate which knight it was because they can both get to that square.
Wait, which side? What'd you put in the thingy?
In the notation,
Yeah, well, what'd you put?
Nc, or I guess that's D rather, Nd to F6. So here is this.
Yeah, because technically they both can go there.
Yeah.
makes sense. I'm just wondering what is this? What is confused gibberish because I'm trying to figure out what you're planning, and it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what you're planning.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. I'm gonna keep you guessing.
Mm-hmm. Now the obvious thing here is adds another layer of protection to this guy. He's sitting here with both this guy, and this guy now. Which, why do you need that many? You already have 2 protecting him. Why do you need that many? I don't quite understand.
Well, that move was really not a defensive move. That was, I'm starting to position where we're kind of done with the opening, and I'm starting to kind of position for the mid game.
Let's see, protection on those 2. Also, you can jump over there if needed. Do the same thing I'm doing. Bishop situation. I'm thinking if this guy up here put pressure on this guy who doesn't really have any protection.
That is true.
They're just sort of standing there for just
Well, you got protection on yours.
Yeah. Well, you really don't, because this guy's over here in an offensive situation. He can't really move, can he? And even if he did move, he wouldn't really be protecting him anyways. It'd take a couple moves to actually get over there. If he can. So then that would be that guy, actually. This one. I'm going to say I don't see good.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Okay, so you A3, and I went B to A5.
Yep. So that guy's sitting there providing support for 1, 2, 3 pawns. One I do say should have that much protection, but the other 2, so move him over there, putting pressure on that guy. I don't like that guy. Let's see. So, right here I have 2 moves that I'm trying to decide which one would benefit me. Well, 3. Now there's 3. Looking at again, now there's 3.
Yeah. Now
See.
you know how it happens to me.
One of the ones is moving her right here. Adds to our line of sight and also fences. Or then we have moving him either here or here. Here, put pressure on this guy and just we can put him in a spot where you can actually just like still protecting one guy that's right there, and yeah, or putting him here, still protecting that guy, but also putting pressure on him instead. Then there's the issue with the queen, but at the same time,
if I move my horse, then the next turn you could take my queen.
Yeah. So it depends whether I want to build up defenses or start setting up for an attack on some of your pieces. I'll continue building up defenses, not start, because it's
Yeah, my defensive game is pretty good. I have to say.
Yeah.
Maybe not the greatest, but pretty good.
Yeah. I think I'm going to move him. Actually, now that I look at it again, that'd be a very, very, very bad move to move him right here.
Yeah. That is true. He does lose all his protection.
I'm gonna move him here.
Okay.
So B to H6.
6. It's not a bad move, Tawny. Not a bad move at all.
Move.
N2 G4.
Confusing. That one right over there. Could go over that one. That one being him, and destroy him, but then he'd immediately get killed. Then he'd have to use either the king or the queen. The king's in a perfectly safe position, so he wouldn't really want to do that, but would he? And the queen would move out of the line of sight, which has just been there for too long. Move. Yeah, a rook, a bishop. Rooks are pretty powerful characters.
You're right. You're going to lose the bishop if you take my rook.
Basically immediately because of these two.
According to material points assignment, you would come out ahead with that. But I don't see it as any strategic value to you at this time because you don't have, I've got the horse attack, putting pressure on the bishop, yes, but where you're sitting right now, you're blocking any escape for the king.
I guess so, but then there comes the whole issue of, as you said, whatchamacallit, the fact that you're putting pressure, and the bishop doesn't really have anyone on him, like, protecting him, so
That is true.
What's stopping you from just going...
Execution time, right.
Yep. And there's really not a lot I can get over there to go deal with. Quickly, mad. Because the only one that
and you can't forget about this side of the board either.
I know, but they're all kind of on a situation where it's like, it's kind of in a bit of a moment where he's protecting these two. He's getting forward. He's getting over there, but he's also protected by him. And then there's also this guy who's just sitting there in the back, like, I am doing something.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you hadn't forgotten about that side of the board.
Yeah, I know. Very compact this side of the board is. Moving her out of harm's way. Putting pressure. What about that damned bishop? He really doesn't got much place to go to. Right there, death wish. Very, very much death wish. Look, I can't get over there. I have to get over there in 4 moves. No, 3 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. To even remotely get near that guy. black square ship is over here.
Series of move you may want to consider moving back here, push
Yeah.
the pawn forward, then move him up, then move your bishop forward, and your queen up to here.
If I could do that all at once, then that would be amazing.
Yeah, but fortunately for me, it doesn't work that way.
Like I just gotta, because he seems to be in a powerful position.
So
where
that's
he
the
is.
other thing you may want to do is just go ahead and push your queen up here.
Yeah.
You know, and then get ready to move this guy forward. You know, I don't know what you want to do. I'm not sure what kind of attack plan you're forming, but
the answer is I don't really have an attack plan. I'm just going with whatever's happening next, which is a lot of chaos. That's what's happening next.
and it's a lot of chaos because you don't have an attack plan as yet. So that's kind of what you need to be looking at and working on.
And I don't know how to do that because there's so much happening at once.
All right. I know this one's a tough one for you.
There is bunches of options, and I don't like how many there are. There's too many, I have to say. Too many, and I don't like that. Oh, well, that's something new. I mean, that's another danger.
Yeah, honest to God, Tony, I would say probably what I would do in your shoes if I was playing white is I'd push the queen to here.
Thousand other things everywhere.
Because in doing that, your queen is safe, number one, and protected by your pawn. Number two, it sets you up for a kingside attack, which is what you need to do. Okay, you need to attack through all this garbage I've got over here to get to my king. Okay, and you know, it puts you in a very strong position, really. So
do that one. Q to
E4.
wait, D.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Compared to this side compared to this side, it's very busy. Like there's like 10,000 pieces over here compared to like the 10.
Mm-hmm. That puts it in a very inconvenient place for me because part of my whole attack was based upon the fact your queen was right there.
I noticed that this guy's two moves that I really noticed was either go here, which gets rid of that guy. I don't know what that would do. Then there was this guy, which queen was right here, and then this guy, which queen was right there.
And this pawn's right there, but. Mm-hmm.
This guy, but like, and then I assessed the situation and went, hey, wait a minute. Immediately you would be boop here, boop, and boop.
You know, you couldn't take me if I took this guy because of that.
Guess so, but still, you know.
That's when you moved your rook over one square. That's where this opened up.
Guess so.
Kind of weakened it up a little bit, but that's, you know, it wasn't a horrible move to move your rook like that.
Yeah.
But like I said, a good portion of my attack was predicated on the fact that your queen was right there.
As I said, I could tell. Suddenly I feel the urge to just go around and just like start killing off some pawns, and then at the same time all the pawns are like everywhere and nowhere at once. So
All right. B to B6.
I ain't going back to jail.
Now what you gonna do?
My place is to move her. Be there and there. Then that one's face. Which is only one place to move her to get her out of danger. The rest of the places are either occupied or dangerous.
Very good move. That would be the move I was going to recommend to you, because then you're still putting pressure down here.
Yeah, my brain was thinking, oh, move here, and so that basically my brain was thinking, well, this place is a dangerous spot. This place can be a dangerous spot because that guy going here, what should we call it? And we need no repercussions because he can't, because of this guy. Then we had staying there would not be recommended because of this guy. What should we call it? Then we also have this area pawn going, and you can't reach over here because not night. Killing him, queen, pawn, queen and pawn.
Yeah, now, and it's really an interesting situation you put me in, because if you look here, you could take your bishop down and kill this rook. Now, I couldn't take you with my king because you got the protection, so I'd have to take you with my queen if I was going to take you.
Queen,
and then your queen comes down, kills my queen, puts me in check. Now I got to take it with my rook, but you've gotten rid of my queen.
Queen, rook, stuff.
You know.
Queen, rook, stuff.
Yeah, it's a really interesting position you've got me in now. You darn thing. I can't attack you if I'm playing defense. Now, see, this is why you want to formulate your own offensive plan. As you're setting up your opening, you have to be planning your mid game. Because the planning of the mid game, the way the mid game is played, the way you're going to play the mid game determines what the best opening you should be using on how you should set your pieces up in the opening. So, it's just all of the things you got to learn, and most of it comes with experience. So, it forced my hand. I didn't want to do that yet, but I think it's the best move.
I wonder.
R2 D8, or E8 rather. Alright, now it's your move again. Now you've got a few moves open to you. You can center your rook on his open file.
Center the rook.
You know, you could reposition your horse, your knight here, which would allow you to reposition stronger into an attack.
This guy.
You could move this guy back to protect your pawn, which is under pressure from my rook.
Big pressure.
You could I think your queen is in an optimal position right now. Until and unless I put pressure on her, I probably wouldn't move her because she's in a very good position to attack.
Good position, also protection here and here, which may not be
The
very
bishop's
useful.
not in the strongest position because of my line on white.
Yeah, that's kind of an issue. Can you move them?
I might, but not now.
Can you move him into an optimal position for me? Getting that more specific.
So,
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna move him here. So now he has protection.
now, the only drawback to that move, yes, and yes, he has protection. It's a good move. It's not a bad move at any rate. At least as far as I can see. If somebody out there in YouTube land sees a weakness in that move, you know, just let us know. But the only weakness in that move is it opens up this position. So even if you were to get back here and threaten my king with, like, say, another, well,
Queenie or...
It wouldn't open it up if it was your queen, because your queen has that mobile flexibility. But
yeah.
But if you were to get your rook back on the file somehow, then I could run. But yeah, so for right now, I think I don't see that as being a real weak move.
Yeah.
So
B to F4.
as a matter of fact, I think it's probably a pretty good move because, although maybe not the one I would have made, because one of my strongest moves was to take this pawn, and now I have to hesitate before I do that.
I don't think you have to.
I probably would have repositioned your knight to come up.
I guess so, but still.
Yeah.
It's done now, I guess.
It is that. Alright. Knight takes F2. He can't take diagonally.
Just not really. It's just a teeny bit of stress there, and the tiniest bit of stress is the fact that even though he's right there, at the same time now my knight is just sitting there like, okay, this is happening. I'm no longer under stress, but at the same time, he's over there, and he's not supposed to be over there. Stop being over there.
Yeah.
Go. Don't go in. Don't go back over here. Just go. Just like teleport back to where you were.
So we're gonna stop part 1 of this game here. We know that this game is getting a little long.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna stop part 1 here, and so please remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so you'll know when part 2 of game 3 comes out. Tani is doing a fantastic job. She's making it very difficult for me to continue to push my attack.
Yeah.
She's also having a little difficulty forming her attack, but let's see if she can get through this, and we'll see you on the next episode. Until then, remember, it's your move.